Hi, I'm Jordan.
I'm Tone.
Hey, I'm Shalina.
And I'm Makai.
And we're Teens PAC leaders. PAC stands for Positive Actions and Choices for Teens.
We offer services for people 10 to 24 at low to no cost.
Some of these services include STI testing, counseling, and treatment. We have Plan B condoms, etc.
And if you want to see more of us, follow us on our socials at TeensPact. And if you want to follow us on the net, at teenspact.org.
All right, so I got a little question for y'all. Don't kill me, don't hate me for it, but
What you about to say?
listen.
Hey.
So let's say your doctor calls you one day and unfortunately they tell you got herpes. What you doing? I know what I'm doing, but what y'all doing?
I'm rolling on the floor. I'm going crazy. I don't even know what to do. I'll be so, I don't even know. I won't even say disappointed, but I like I was strangling myself like, oh my God. And I'm like, oh my God, how do I tell this person? How do I do it? Like, I'm getting stressed about thinking about it right now. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
I don't know about y'all, but I'm going to be crying. I'm going to be crying for days, and I'm going to be calling everybody I know. I'm calling my best friend. I'm calling everybody. And then it's going to take like 2 days for me to process it, and then I'm going to my doctor because I just need that personal time.
No.
I know for me, like, I'm finna be doom scrolling. I'm finna be looking.
Doom scrolling?
Yes. Like, I'm finna be on TikTok. I'm finna be looking on mad websites like, okay, what can I do? I'm gonna be looking for support groups, like, off the bat.
So you're not going to your doctor?
Not initially, no.
are you real though?
Because what if I find out, like, in the middle of the day, what I'm supposed to do? Call him up? Like, the doctor told me. But who told me? The doctor?
Yes.
Exactly. I'm supposed to
wait.
Exactly.
What are we saying?
The doctor told her. So she's like,
I'm supposed to...
I'm supposed to call back? Like, no, like, you just told me. Like,
Nah, not gonna lie.
yes.
guys.
Okay,
She just got it.
I go with you.
Not
Okay.
gonna lie, guys. Jordan, you lost me with that one. But like I'm calling, I'm cursing people out.
Devil's advocate? That's what we doing.
I'm cursing people out. I'm just like, bro, like, I know you did not give me herpes, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now. And I'm crying. I'm crying on the phone. I'm crying when I hang up the phone. I'm crying when I tell my friends. And then I'm going to call my doctor again and say, like, what's the plan? What's the next steps? Like, is there treatment? And that's what I'm going to do.
You gon' cry. Anyways, guys.
Cut that out.
So what are we talking about? I need to know what I'm getting myself into.
For real, so we talk about the stigma around STIs.
All right, now, before we get even deeper into this, we got to talk about what a stigma is. So basically, a stigma is a negative association with a group of people, I think. That's it.
And what an STI is a sexually transmitted infection, y'all.
Okay.
So I just wanted to, like, go around and ask some questions, like, how do y'all feel about STIs? Like, how did your upbringing affect how you saw STIs in the first place?
For me personally, it like an STI is a negative thing, but the way it was portrayed in media, it was like you're gonna die. Like, it was some movie where a group of girls all had like a similar boyfriend, and they try to like ruin his reputation, and they say he had herpes. And that's what I remember from the movie. I can't remember the name, but they say he had herpes, and they were trying to make that the worst thing possible. Even though, like, compared to now, what I know is like it's not the end of the world. Like, you'll be fine. You know, there's proper medication, all that stuff. So I feel like when you're seeing like my upbringing, when you saw what an STI was, it was always, oh, you're disgusting now. Like, don't touch me. All this like extraness when it didn't even have to be that. It didn't get that.
Okay, to add on to that, I feel like it's kind of the same thing for me with like the negative. Like, they make it seem like it's so bad. Of course, like, you don't want to have it, but it's not going to be the end of the world. So like in school, like, I've always like heard about like STIs, people just always being like, they trying to make jokes. All I would know is you wouldn't want to be somebody with an STI or something like that just because of how people like go about it. So I feel like school kids, they're mad mean, and it's just like they're just spreading misinformation on STIs.
Kids are mean. Like, kids are really mean.
Yeah.
But I think when it started to like become more relevant or just like a topic of conversation was probably in middle school, like when people are starting to be more active and just explore bodies. And I had like friends like make jokes about STIs or just like anything like health related. And they'd be like, oh, I have HIV, don't touch me, stuff like that. And I'd be like, what are you talking? Like, stuff like that. Like, it's like, why are you joking? Why are you joking about that? And I never got the joke. And then as I got a little bit older, I was just like, nah, this is not true. Like, you shouldn't be joking about stuff like that or making it seem like it's a death wish or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, for me, nobody, like, no kids I knew was really talking about it in my middle school or, like, in high school ever. Like, it really just came from the adults. Adults were just saying, like, oh, this is bad. Oh, da-da-da. Like, they would just be giving me so many facts and now, like, ways to go around it in a sense. That's why I feel like they put that stigma in my head. Like, you can never get rid of it. You're going to die. This is 90% chance. Like, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So dramatic.
So I know that you guys said that a lot of the time, like, kids were saying it.
Yeah.
But where do you think that came from? Like, where did that come from, that stigma for the kids? You think it came from parents or, like, media, like Makai said? Or
Definitely media, like Makai said.
I
They
think
learn it from somewhere.
ignorance too. Ignorance is a big one.
Yeah, I definitely think it's also ignorance. Like it could be passed down from like a family member or just anybody you grew up with, and then social media also doesn't help out with it. So I think those two definitely play a big part in it.
How do you think culture contributes to the way we see and feel about STIs?
Well, personally for me, I feel like definitely because of culture, because of, I don't want to get too deep, but we all know.
you could get deep.
We could get deep, but we know
See,
as, African American, they've always put, birth control clinics in our neighborhoods, and they've always put these places in our neighborhoods, and we never knew what they were about, and they just said it's like the easy way out in a sense. So I feel like it all stems from like not trusting a doctor and not wanting to get more information because you're scared of what can happen if you do tell them something that they're not supposed to know, because
Yeah.
they was taking our uteruses out. So it just stems
So I
from, it just
Yeah,
stems from like, centuries and decades of pain and
Trauma.
fear, and trauma.
Me personally, I like the way, like where I come from. I'm from the Caribbean. My family, we didn't even talk about it at all, which I think was a bad thing because we didn't talk about it. And then you have kids who are talking about it, having the wrong information, and I'm not getting educated by my parents or any trusted adults. I'ma think what the kid is telling me next to me about STIs is true, even though it's most likely not true. What a 6-year-old know about STIs? Like for real, like it's probably not true. So I feel like with me, it was really the way other kids were raised on this topic and the information that they was come back and telling me, for real.
So I also have some Caribbean descent. Like my family is Jamaican. Everybody's Jamaican in my family. And it's like also being a girl, I feel like talking about sex in any type of way was just like
Forbidden.
Like, yes, we could not talk about it. And I feel like with that being like the dynamics of like my family, I grew up with like this negative mindset of like STIs. I just, since we didn't talk about it, I'm just like, okay, I'm not having sex. I'm not doing none of that. And then just being around kids that constantly talk about STIs in a negative way, I'm just like, yeah, I'm not messing with that. And then also being a girl in my family, I feel like with like our culture, they would be like more accepting if like the boys were having sex. So they would have like more conversations with them about it.
I can't really necessarily relate to like that conversation of just like that not growing up around the conversation, because like when I grew up, like I had people who were like health educators and like in the medical field. So like to be honest, I always knew about it, and then when I got to school and stuff like that, or just like I said, middle school, like it was just like bombarded against me and stuff like that. But like to add on to what Jordan was saying, like as Black folk, when it comes to health, we are scared of that conversation, especially Black men. Like they're afraid of, and Black women too. But like Black men are afraid to go to the doctor, and then like you see the statistics of health and stuff like Black men's health, not really good. So it's just really scary that people are still ignorant about it, because you think that in 2025 that the information would be there and it's accessible, but people are just not going for it.
Tapping into it.
Yeah.
So we've basically just discussed like our like past mindsets and like how we grew up, but we're all like peer leaders, right? So how has our perspective shifted since being a peer leader on STIs?
I'm not gonna lie, my whole, like when I came to Teen Spec, my brain blew up because like I know, like literally I was taught none of this, so they come in here and they find out the facts and stuff like that. Like in the summer, there was a video about herpes, right? And I was like, I was like, they try to make the videos like showing that herpes is not such a big deal. Like, there's medication for it, all this, etc. Like, it's not like that serious. I was like, yo, I didn't know that. Like, usually in the media, they show, oh, you got like
Cold sores.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
cold sores all over your
Infections,
lips. You
yeah.
breaking out. You're looking crazy. I'm like, yo, I did not know. It's like I didn't
Yeah.
know. Like, I didn't know it was like not that serious.
Especially family members, they'll be like, "Oh, that's dirty.
Mm.
Don't associate yourself with that. That's what happens when you mess around." And I'll be like, "Yo, what?"
Right.
Not gonna lie, like I was and I was so ignorant. Like I was a victim of like saying like, oh, like before I take a drink, like you got herpes, like stuff like that. Like,
Oh no.
and I'll be like, yo, bro, like now I'm just like, nah, that's not how that's not how that works. So like now, like even the whole thing about herpes about like, oh, like when you're a baby, it's possible that you could get it because your family members are kissing it. Like I didn't know that, and someone told me that. I was like,
Yeah.
oh wow, like I didn't even think about that because babies, people kissing up on them.
Mhm.
But now as a peer educator, I'm much more aware about being harmful
Mhm.
about certain stigmas. Like
Mhm.
I don't want to produce or contribute to that narrative of just like this stuff is bad or STIs are bad.
I hear you. So I agree with everyone, and I just want to add on that like before Teens Pack, like I was just scared. I was very scared of it. Like I didn't want it like at all. I didn't want to talk about it, and I didn't want to like contract it. So like after Teens Pack, I think I became more like open-minded. I'm more open to like learning about it and also talking to other people about it. So I feel like, yeah,
Yeah.
pretty good.
I know what you mean with the open mindedness too. Even like a simple question. What did they ask me? I don't know. I was in class and some girl asked, she was like, would you date somebody that has like HIV or an STI? And maybe before Teens Pack, I would have said no. But after being here, like, I would agree, to be honest, because I know that there are methods and I know that there's ways to make this work in a sense. Like, it's not the end of the world, like we've been saying. So I'm glad I have a new open mind about this topic.
And even with like HIV, there was a situation that happened in school recently, and this freshman, she's going around saying that she has HIV, and people are saying like, oh, I don't want to even touch her, and I just said like, that's not, you can't casual contact, like come on now, like that's
Come
not how
on
you
now.
spread that.
Yeah.
So I actually got kind of upset, and I had to like pull out my like monocle and be like, guys, like, like that's not how that works. And people were kind of surprised. They're like, oh, Tone, like, how do you know this? And I said, this is my job. Like, I do this for a living. Like,
Yeah.
So
You can imagine how much better that made her feel in that situation, knowing that she wasn't dirty or she couldn't be touched,
yeah,
one step at a time.
especially as a freshman. Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Oh, yeah. Trust me.
Okay, so now we're gonna get into the helpful or harmful segment. So basically, we're gonna be showing some clips, and we're gonna see if it's helping the stigma or is it harmful to the stigma.
Gonorrhea boy here, literally, just had this shirt made thanks to my Facebook friend named Tina at a place called Embroidery Plus in Las Vegas. I'm gonna be walking Fremont any minute now. On Friday, I'm gonna be going to Little Italiana in Summerlin between like 3 and maybe like 7. So if you want to come hang out there, that'll be pretty fun. Yeah, vote Lauren for next season. Vote Lauren for North America tour. We're gonna keep it going. But thank you so much, Tina. This shirt will be for auction eventually. I'll autograph it and see if anybody wants it. Gonorrhea boy.
I don't even know what to say to that for real.
Like, I see, like, to an extent, yes, to an extent, no, that is helpful and harmful. Like, I'm going to share how I feel about helpful first, because at the end of the day, he is putting himself out there, and he's, like, showing other audiences that you can live with gonorrhea and you could thrive. So I feel like that is helpful for many viewers out there saying, I have gonorrhea too. Like, let's see how I could deal with this in a more positive way.
Honestly, I think it's kind of helpful. First of all, if you got a little situation going on and you could profit off of it, I'm not gonna fault you for it. Like I'm gonna say like, get that bag, whatever. But I think that in all seriousness, like Jordan said, like if you have something like gonorrhea and there's stigma surrounding that. You know, you're creating a conversation or awareness, being like, I have it, and what?
Mm.
You know, I'm gonna say that I have it, and you could say that you have it too. And we don't know what he's doing for treatment or anything like that, but you know, people could say like, oh, like I have gonorrhea, you have gonorrhea. Let's have a conversation in the comments.
Yeah.
What are you doing? And I think that could create a whole circle of conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah, to add on to that, I feel like it also gives like a sense of community. Like you were talking about like the comments. I feel like in him like making the video, it like promotes it. Wait, what am I trying to say? Hold on a second. So basically, like him making the video, it's gonna provide like a community for anybody who may have gonorrhea, and it's gonna be like kind of like a safe place for them. And I feel like him having the shirt saying "gonorrhea boy" is him like taking pride in it, and he's not ashamed of having it. It's also letting people know that it's not the end of the world.
Low key, I agree with all y'all. It just like causes outbursts of conversation around it and causes, I would say, a more positive way of going about it. Now, yes, you will have your internet trolls, but I feel like by him doing this, it lets people know, like y'all all said already, like it's okay, keep moving, keep living, keep doing you. You know,
Yeah.
just be more safe about your sex practices now,
Yeah.
and go to your doctor, seek the right treatment, all the good stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm buying that shirt, but
Yeah, that's where it comes into the harmful
Yeah,
part. I don't know if
yeah.
you walk around with a gonorrhea shirt, but like still like he said in the video, like come meet me, like I'm gonna be here, I'm outside, like he literally dropped his ad, like where you gonna be at from 3 to 7. So if you not with it, like come on. Yeah. But as a whole, we think this is helpful. And the next one is gonna be about Gucci's third leg, y'all.
Oh, I heard about that one.
So this girl's gonna come on here shaming somebody else. Why are lagging?
I'm just gonna say, yes, he gave it to me. It's devastating to have to come on here and share that whenever I was 19 years old, Gucci third leg burned me with HSV2. And he told me that he was gonna send me his test results, and he never did. And it saddens me to hear that he's done this to so many girls. And there's girls with so many similar stories to me, and they're so young as well. He is preying on the young, he is preying on the new. And I'm so sorry for not saying this 7 months ago. I was scared, and I was making so much money. I can't keep beating around the bush because you guys think I'm lying. And he can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. I didn't do my research. And it is my fault.
that's kind of sad because she's blaming herself.
Yeah.
In context to the screenshot,
Yeah.
I feel like altogether it is a little harmful. If I'm being honest, like to go on social media and shame someone without knowing them
Yeah.
is just terrible. And I preface this by saying like you have internet trolls like Makai was saying earlier, but there gets to a level where it's just like it's foul. It's foul. And I genuinely kind of feel bad for the victim because she's blaming herself too.
Yeah.
And as a sex worker, like you should take liberty, of course, getting tested, stuff like that. But if
Yeah.
you're doing your due diligence of getting tested, that person also needs to be accountable for doing their work too. So I think it's a little bit harmful.
Yeah. Very harmful, She came on there saying this girl crying about so and so. Why aren't you supporting? Like, why aren't you sending her links? Like, literally in the video, it said that she was scared. What are you doing? You're scared, You don't go out and tell the world. So I feel like for her to watch that video and make that post about it, that's very harmful because it just adds to the stigma of saying that anybody that contracts an infection is a bad person and they don't know what they're doing and they're not careful in a sense.
And what happened to girls supporting girls? Like, I'm just like, where's that coming
Not
from?
a girl's girl
She's not a girl's girl.
at all. Me personally, I do find the screenshot very harmful, but I will say the video of the girl telling people and warning people, that was very helpful. I feel as if her, and especially she was I feel like she was aiming it more towards that younger girls and talking about it. I feel like that also helps as well. because I feel like a lot, like as we saying before, and as why we're doing this right now, the younger demographic of people don't really know about STIs, don't get to talk about it, and then when they do talk about it, a lot of harmful misinformation gets spread around. So I feel like by her saying he's preying on the young, watch out, please be careful, that's encouraging safer sex habits, and then that's also encouraging people to get more tested more often, so they know what's going on with their body, how it's affecting them, and what's going on.
Exactly.
So I think that was helpful.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you guys. I feel like the screenshot was harmful, hands down. Like that was harmful, but the video itself was like very helpful. And I honestly felt for the girl who posted the video. Like she's only 19 years old when that happened, and a lot of young people are not aware of like STI, like getting tested and also like being safe in general. So I honestly just like felt bad for her, and like it was a lie. I mean, she was crying. She was just sharing her story, and I give her immense for that because she's here promoting, like, well, telling her story so that other girls are going to be safe or anybody's going to be safe with the Gucci third leg. But the other girl who posted the screenshot, that was just disgusting, like genuinely disgusting.
Yeah.
Tomatoes, girl, tomatoes.
And you could tell that she was being vulnerable too, because that takes a lot of courage, like to work up that amount of strength to be like, hey, like this happened to me. I'm dealing with it still.
Yeah.
And I'm getting backlash. Like clearly she's getting, it's not just one person saying that. She's coming on the internet crying. So it's honestly sad.
Yeah. It really is.
All right, so this one is Sexy Red, guys. So I don't know how y'all feel about Sexy Red, but get it sexy.
Get it sexy.
Get it sexy. Get it sexy. Your lip gloss is so cute. What is that? Thank you. Gonorrhea. What? Gonorrhea by Sexy Red. Do you want to try some? No. Oh, well, I've got other shades. Yellow discharge, coochie juice, booty hole brown, pussy hole pink.
That was interesting.
That's a lot. That's a lot right there.
That was something.
It's a little satire.
a little satire.
Okay, so for me, there's 3 perspectives to this whole video.
3?
To break it down. Yeah, Sexy Red.
Mm-hmm.
We had the girl that's wearing the lip gloss.
Mm-hmm.
And we had the girl that she's like acting out, that she's talking to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the girl that's wearing the lip gloss, right? Me personally, I think she's being, helpful in a sense, She's not stigmatizing gonorrhea anymore. She's like, girl, it's a lip gloss, like it's okay. It's not like, oh, I put something dirty on my lips. She's like, no, it looks cute. Like, I look cute. Like, but the other girl she's like, are you bugging? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not putting gonorrhea on my lips. So I feel like that's very harmful because it's like you're showing the aspect of like you still believe that having an STI is in a sense bad. For the last perspective for Sexy Red, I feel like as Sexy Red as a what is she? Influencer / performer, I feel like she's also normalizing the idea of even, gonorrhea and having different fluids within your body. And she's normalizing the quote unquote sex talk, right? And I feel like that's really cool of her in a sense. And she's been doing that. She promotes that through all her concerts. She's like she's really a girly girl.
Positive.
Yeah, sex positive. She's really like, I'm that girl from the hood. I'm not changing who I am. And I really appreciate that because I feel like a lot of these people, they be trying to shame her because, she's really embodying where she's from. And she's embodying, what's that thing called? Stigmas that we don't talk about. And I feel like that's a good on Sexy Red for trying to normalize, gonorrhea, yellow discharge and stuff like that. So
Unfortunately, guys, we gotta go. Time's. Oh wait, I don't have a watch, but time's up. We gotta go. But today we basically just talked about our personal lives and how STIs have been thought of and how we thought of it. We also played a little activity where we see how social media could be helpful or harmful with talking about stuff like STIs. And before we go, we're gonna just hit a few little key points that we want to leave with y'all so y'all can use on the outside world. So
to get us started, just be mindful that at first we were talking about our personal experiences, like some of those things you shouldn't be doing. But to start us off on what you should be doing, you should be talking to somebody.
Always talk to your doctor, call your doctor, go to a clinic. You know, Teens Pack, we're here, Community Healthcare Network. Don't doom scroll like me.
And please do not blame your partners or partner or anybody you've been doing stuff with. Please don't do that. That's just going to cause more problems. But get tested every 6 months.
And also practice safer sex. Use things such as condoms, internal condoms, dental dam, or whatever sexual health protection thing that works best for you and that you feel more comfortable using. So now I want to like what would you do or what you should do if you contract the STI?
Feel me? I would stay calm.
Remember, it's not the end of the world. There are medicine out there. There are multiple resources that you can tap into to help you, fight what you have.
And please communicate.
To add on to communicate, I've been saying talk to somebody. We also have multiple CHN clinics, so if you need a doctor or just anybody to help you out, just go to one of our clinics, please.
All right. So with that, let us know if we passed the vibe check because we got to know. So follow us at Teens Pact and let us know in the comments. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, girl.